Muntz, eh?
Muntz is this old guy who needs help out there. He's been out there 52 years and he can't get around in the Tepui as well, but he's got his faithful dogs.
The closest relationship he has to any person is with his dogs. He's like the crazy cat lady, only with dogs. He's got 50 dogs all around, and he's been breeding them and keeping new dogs coming, and so he's trained them. You know, they're his wait staff, they fly his planes for him, they do everything for this guy.
He's an old guy who comes from another era where the dog is there to serve him.
Oh, Epsilon, you've done it again.
Our dogs don't speak with their mouths. The dogs in Up have these special collars that were designed by, C.F. Muntz, the famous inventor. So they have speakers on them that speak their thoughts.
He is a good and smart master, and he made me this collar so that I may talk. Squirrel!
We didn't want it to be a cartoon dog. We wanted it to be a real dog, just that it happens to have this technology.
There you go, big fella.
Thank you, Master.
One thing everybody does, it seems like, is they sit and make up lines for their dogs. Like, here comes the dog to the table. Are you going to eat that? It's just, that's what dogs talk about. That's what they think about.
Go get it!
Oh boy, I will get it and then bring it back.
These are actual dogs. We think of them as they are gonna behave like dogs. They're gonna do all the little nuances that dogs do, but then the voice coming out just ties in with the behavior. So it was matching real dog behaviors with what the voice is. Dog behavior is all about the body language. So we just looked at a lot of dogs. We had a dog behavior expert come in.
Everyone says, oh, tail wag means happy dog, right? Wrong. Can be. A happy dog wag is high amplitude, high frequency.
With Ian Dunbar, we learned a lot about canine hierarchy, which went a long way to establish the different roles our dogs played in the film.
That a lot of people think that doggy hierarchy is a dominance hierarchy, that hierarchy is maintained by lower-ranking individuals taking the time to proactively say, hey, I am no threat, guys. I'm no threat. When dogs want to show that they're low-ranking or they are appeasing and friendly, definitely the tongue will come out, and then getting small, raising the paw, and then rolling over like this and exposing the inguinal area.
Sometimes if, Alpha was going towards Doug, he might cower in a very specific, submissive way.
And so a dog displaying these appeasing or low-ranking signals is really important, because this is what leads to stabilization and harmony in the group of dogs.
The second master finds out you sent Doug out by himself, none of us will get a treat.
Wise, my trusted lieutenant.
Dogs have all these different means of expression than humans. Like, we have eyebrows. Dogs have ears. Their ears will go back or up.
We tried to use the ears to give us another acting key that we would normally maybe get from some of the emoting we would do on the face. If a dog was curious, you kind of point the ears forward, and with Doug, he was kind of shying away. It'd be drop the ears and tuck him back a little bit to make him look a little more bashful.
Put him in the cone of shame.
One of the thrills of being on this film was that I got to perform Doug the dog.
Oh, please be my prisoner.
Doug sprung out of, the very first thing he says is,
my name is Doug. I have just met you, and I love you.
And that pure love from a dog is, I think that's his key line.
The goal when you see him on film is to want to just walk up to him and give him a big hug.
He looks kind of like a golden retriever or a lab, or he's like kind of a mix. If you look at those breeds of dogs, they tend to be very puppy-like, and they love everybody.
Golden Labs have such a joy for life, and they have no short-term memory. It's like they simply haven't remembered. They've done it 100 times before. A car ride, a tennis ball, or you open the door to the backyard. It's unbelievable. They go out and go, a garden! Oh, a hidden door. I've never found this door before. It's like they don't remember. They were only out in the garden last night. They just go absolutely over the top. I mean, they're absolutely amazing dogs.
I do ever so want the ball.
The dogs are all alpha, beta, gamma, delta, which sort of relates to the caste system of who's the head. He doesn't even, warrant that. He's just Doug. He doesn't even get like a zeta or a theta.
The body language of dogs is different than the body language of people.
Stereotypical dog who is not a happy dog, all joints are straight. So when you want to show scary, it's the dog, he doesn't move.
With Alpha, to communicate that he's the alpha dog, we would do more restricted and reserved body movements and body language.
Perhaps you desire to challenge the ranking that I have been assigned by my strength and cunning.
An alpha dog is a pretty cool customer, and he doesn't growl much, and he doesn't bark much, he doesn't fight much because he doesn't need to. I mean, he's the top dog.
Alpha, the Doberman, needed to feel like the leader of the pack, a really scary, frightening dog, a dog you wouldn't want to meet in a dark alley.
In the 60s, the Doberman had the role of, this is the aggressive dog. And he really looked the part, standing there like this, and his ears had been cut so they formed little spikes sticking out of his head like two Kaiser helmets, and the dog really struck a pose. And now in many countries around the world, you're not allowed to cut ears and tails off dogs. And so Dobermans have these dopey, hang-down ears, and they just look the dopey clowns that they are. Really what he wants to communicate is, can't I just lay on the couch?
The average shot with dogs was Carl and Russell running and dogs chasing after them. The ground is very uneven, and there's lots of obstacles like boulders and pillars. And we did quite a lot of research and reference to see what actual dogs do. In this park, we specifically wanted to have the dogs run over more and more hazardous terrain with bigger and bigger roads to try to get them to stagger. And we threw some tennis balls and watched what they did.
Usually there's one dog out front who is following the scent, and then a close group of a dozen or so dogs will be following him. As you get farther behind, the pack fans out, and these dogs will be cutting the corners. If the scent trail turns, well, the dogs behind can see the turn and they take the shortcut. And this is why a pack of dogs usually outruns its prey, because the prey has to run in a dead straight line to get away.
You lost them?
No, it was Doug.
Yeah, he's with them. He helped them escape.
Dogs are such incredibly social animals, and that's what made them so easy to domesticate and makes them such marvelous companions.
Doug!
I was hiding under your porch because I love you. Can I stay?
Doug, being a dog, has just infinite amounts of friendship and love, and Doug gave that to Carl.
Can you stay? Well, you're my dog, aren't you? And I'm your master.
You are my master? Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Good boy, Doug. You're a good